So, I figured I would make this video because I get this question a lot, and I got this question again, and you know, people always want to fucking know, man. I can't talk about anything that has to do with, you know, religions and things like that. People always asking me, are you an atheist? Let me explain. All right. Atheist is the shortest way to describe my shit. Although I'm not really an atheist. I don't feel like going through the long form every time somebody asks me, well, what do you believe in? There's a long form. We gonna get into the long form now. All right, as y'all can see, I've been, you know, dealing with some religious shit right now. I'll keep the theme the same and go ahead and answer this question as to why I can't identify as an atheist. Now, atheist core basic principle or belief is that there is no God. There is no religious God. They don't exist. Atheists know that for certain. Typically, atheists are more into the scientific explanation as to what happened per our creation, per the human being being formed, made. You have theories of evolution, you have your Big Bangs, you have these types of theories. I can't identify as an atheist because what I believe in is slightly different. And I know with religion and religious denominations, if you have a slight difference, then you change the entire category you fall under. Sort of like the difference between a Protestant and the Methodist, or the Adventist and the Catholic and the Christian. If there's a slight change, if you change the Sunday in which you do your communion, which is cannibalism on the low, some of y'all may be privy to that, some of y'all didn't know. If you eating the body of Jesus and drinking his blood, something wrong with you, okay? Something is wrong. But you change the whole word for the whole category for small differences of practices that you may have within, up under the banner of would be Christianity or would be, you know, whatever religion, right? Now, with atheists, I have a little, like a veer off of atheism that says, I don't believe there's a God. And the reason that I don't believe there is a God is because the concept of said God was written down by people who never saw God. I'll say it again. It was written by people who never saw God. And the human beings, one of our biggest problems, to be put very simply, is that you, I, they, them don't know. You have no idea. The only thing I know for certain is that this spiritual, you know, made a son or, you know, watching over people, I know that that is some fucking bullshit. Okay? I know that that is some bullshit. I also know that whatever God you call out to, whatever God that you are worshiping, seems to answer its people's prayers. And I'm only using prayers as a general term. I know that every religious sect does not use the terminology of prayer, but I'm just using it as a general term. All across the world, miracles are happening every single day. So-called miracles. Again, we're using this vernacular as we deal with religion. So-called miracles happening every day. People that worship different gods, have different prophets that they hail, give reverence to, and worship. Right? This is what I know. What I don't know, and what no one actually knows, is that they don't know where we came from, and they don't know where we're going. I'm kind of sitting on, well, I don't think we're actually native to this land. I don't think we built for this environment based on our inability to survive within the environment without having to create and be innovative. Again, the human being is very innovative to make things to where we can survive the earth, the climate. Typically animals that are born in whatever environment they in, they have whatever they need to make it in that environment. They may need claws, they may need sharp ass teeth, they may need some poison, they may need some camouflage, they may need some motherfucking fur. They just have whatever they need. Our kids born naked. Literally. Nothing going for them. And they really ain't built right. It probably takes the human child the most amount of time to even be built to deal with too much of anything. You gotta be damn near a teenager before they even, you can't really, maybe like 11, 12-ish, but they still small ass, would be even defenseless ass kids. They don't have a natural defense system. They got fangs and shit. Like, motherfucker, you can come over here if you want to. Kidnap who? You can come over here and fuck around if you want to, bitch. I got fangs for you. Yeah. Got strength and shit look like ants and shit. Just can lift up all types of shit way heavier than them. That's not what we dealing with. Takes us as humans a long time. These are observations that I've had. I look at Big Bang, I can't deal with Big Bang. I can't deal with theory of evolution. Can't deal with it. Because it doesn't make any sense to me in a practical sense. You can't tell me you knew or know what happened 7.5 billion years ago. I can't, it's just too arrogant. Some of the stuff that they say is just too arrogant. 7.5, why not 6? Why not 5? Like, we talking about billions. It's too arrogant. So people don't know. People have no idea. I feel as though if there is some type of God, and I'm only using the word God because that's what y'all call him. Him or her. Y'all call them gods. We don't even know if that's what they want to be called, or it would want to be called if it actually existed. We don't even fucking know. But this is the word we settled on. Gods, spirits, deity, celestial beings, things of that nature, right? Some people believe in aliens and shit. There's no way you can be in this mindset, be in a observational, practical mindset, and believe that Earth is the only planet in the whole universe that has life. And I don't know what they believe on other planets. I don't know. Don't know if they believe in anything. They may just worship people that came from different events, people that did great things. Like, maybe there would be a religion built around, let's say, for example, for black people, Harriet Tubman. Even though Harriet Tubman was deeply religious into believing in God and Christianity. But, they could believe in people that just did shit like that, like war generals or, something like that. I don't know. Or have a spiritual system like some people have here, where they may worship the water. There are some people that worship the earth in general. We got water, trees, the sky, the sun. There's been a lot of sun worship throughout the history of would-be religion, the development of religion. They would just worship the sun. It's coming up every day. It's hot. It's giving you the food that you need. as far as, you planting and farming and things like that. So why not? That's a sensible worship. Some stuff are sensible worships. I chalk them up as sensible worships. Now, I still think that that's a little, ain't nobody worshiping the goddamn sun. But it's a sensible worship when you don't understand things. If you look at through the history, there's been a whole lot of sensible worship. You even have polytheism, which is the belief in more than one God. Which you have the Greeks and the Romans, and they jacked that stuff from Africa before we even get too far ahead. They jacked all of that. We have a polytheistic system where you have a God of the water, God of the air, God of this, that, and the other, goddess of love, God, this, that, and the other. Just all types of shit going on. Right? And when I look out here at all of this, all I know is that if somebody built this shit, if somebody created this shit, then they didn't command you to worship them. I'll say that again. If somebody built this shit, if somebody made this shit, if somebody gave us life, I do not believe that they want to be worshipped, or that they give a fuck about you worshiping them or you praying to them. I don't think you can directly communicate and all this shit that y'all believe in due to arrogance. We talked about that in the previous video I did. Due to arrogance, you think they're listening to you. You think they even speak your language. You think that. Due to arrogance. Understandable. But practically, if you look at the fact, as I alluded to earlier, that there are miracles happening every day, God clearly, a God, the God, your God, clearly don't give a fuck about what you believe. So where did these rules of worship and all this shit come from? You know who wants to be worshipped at all times? Man. Man loves to be worshipped. Man loves to be held, revered even. People make sacrifices to gods throughout history. They're still doing it right now. Sacrifices to different deities, different things that they will worship. And then the concept of the devil, the ideology of the evil presence that's out here moving as well, just as crafty as God, with the same type power. What's that shit about? You see? Well, what is that shit about? The boogeyman? Okay. But okay, God. Okay, no, who's that? Okay, hold on. So he was an angel, and then with the music jamming up there, wasn't he? Okay. They play instruments up there? Oh, okay. So everybody cool with the instruments and the music that's needed. Needing somebody to actually play music. Like God couldn't just have music playing. Okay, they needed somebody to play the music. The motherfucker playing the music got jealous and got out of pocket. God sent him in there. He out here moving. Okay. Yeah, no. That sounds, yeah, we'll just do that. It's just like, this shit don't make no sense. As a former Christian myself, I didn't think about it like that before. It was just a matter of fact. Oh yeah, the devil did that. Yeah. It's fucked up. Oh yeah, the devil did that. That's from baby being raped all the way up until me cheating on my wife, all the way up until me being late for work. The devil was moving today. You know what I'm saying? Like, that motherfucker was out here moving today. Made me late for work. Motherfucker. But God the one kept me from getting fired. Can I get an amen? You know, people just it was like my 5th time the devil had me late this month, and then God made sure I didn't kept my job, you know. When I look at all this stuff, I mean, we have fun, right? We kid. We fuck around. But when I look at all this stuff, I don't know if a God came here. And again, I'm using this word because this is the word we understand. I don't know if a God created everything. I don't know if there is some type of place. But I know that the people who wrote this shit down didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. They was just talking. They was just writing some shit. You got plenty of time on your hand with no TV, no cell phone, no radio, no nothing, no working every day, all day. You got plenty of time on your hand to try to figure this shit out. Like, I don't know where this water came from, but it might have been the god of water. Ain't that? No, goddess. Yeah, goddess sound better. The goddess of water, you know. Give her some old crazy ass name. This is what we dealing with out here. I know that the biblical God and the God that's written down in every religious text on this planet is fake. That's what I know. If there is some type of God being, one, he didn't ask you to worship him, or her, or both, or them. Ain't nobody told you to do that. Nobody said they had to be respected. You can't use their name in vain. Like, these all these rules that came up with just people. So I can't be a full-blown with the atheist because I don't know. And there is no religion. There is no name for I don't know. Enigma. Enigmaist. I think that's enigma is a word for the unknown per se. But the human being has a very huge flaw in dealing with enigma. Not knowing. They're gonna say, well, yeah, that was 7.5 billion, yeah, that sound about right. Yeah, right in the books. Put it in the books. We're gonna test them on this shit. From monkeys, yeah. Yeah, monkeys. Yeah. They went off and branched off on the other side, but then we came from it, and then we'll call it evolution, even though you're not supposed to you can't really evolve and keep the same species here. But we're not gonna worry about all that. Well, let's just hope they're not thinking about that. You know? Evolution. Because we cannot deal with the unknown. That's one of the questions motherfuckers ask me all the time. Well, if you don't believe in nothing, where we come from? I don't know. How you just gonna not know? Because you don't either. That's how. It's a simple thing. You don't either. None of y'all don't either. Y'all just not comfortable saying it. Ain't no church I don't know. But if you don't know, if you say you don't know, then automatically that is a casting into hell to many religious people, or casting into a negative place, wherever that is for you. Whether it's your purgatories or hells or wherever your negative place is. I don't feel like even if there is a God or the idea of God, that they mind you not knowing. He know damn well, or she know damn well, they're not coming out here giving us the morning announcements like we at school and shit. There'll be a shooting at this Walmart today. One of them, yeah. The devil, yeah, he got the one of them. Y'all don't go to the Walmart. All right? Stay away from the Walmart. Up on 85. It's going to be a wreck at about 3:51. Yeah. Motherfucker gonna look down at his phone. Yeah. So y'all stay away from there. Like, why would they be mad if you don't know? If they ain't showing themselves on a daily basis as this one monolithic God or goddess, as we use these terms again, how can they be mad at that? That probably makes more sense to them if they were in that position. That probably would make more sense. Like, look at these motherfuckers. Like, who? They let somebody write this down. They gonna keep passing this shit down like they know. They don't know. They don't know shit. This is what they came up with to explain shit. I mean, it's interesting. There's some interesting stories in there. But they don't know. This is the long form of what I believe in. The short form is when somebody just asks me in the streets, I say, yeah, I'm atheist. Because it's just shorter. They understand that. But if I have time to talk to a motherfucker, I will. I have explained it. I remember when I was in truck driving school, and I was sitting there talking to a brother. And I was explaining to him, we had time. We was out there practicing backing up and shit. We just still trash, by the way. That's a little sidebar. Like, I wish Jesus would take the goddamn wheel, huh? Wish that was some real shit. Like, nigga, back this motherfucker in for me real quick. Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, and I'm liable. I might hit some shit. So just you go ahead, take the wheel. Back it in. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. But I was talking to him and I explained it to him, because if I had time, I'll say, well, I don't believe nobody knows. Here's why I don't believe anybody knows. Here's what I'm observing in this life that show that there's too much shit happening all over this world. Too many things, amazing things happening for people. Blessings, near-death experiences, things like that. And this motherfucker don't even pray to no God. How you explain that? They don't even use that name. They don't even use the same religious text as these motherfuckers over here. But they still all right. How? You got motherfuckers that even worship goddamn Satan. Yeah. Full blown. Luciferian motherfucker. Now again, I don't believe Satan exists either. Again, I think it's all about what you believe. It's all about what you give your reverence to. That's what's going to have power to you. Even though I believe all power comes from within you. It comes from your mind, your heart, and what you believe in. What you put that into. Whatever that is, that's what's going to have power. Just a motherfucker thinking Satan for waking them up every morning. That crazy? Some motherfuckers thinking God, think Allah, give reverence to Allah. Some motherfuckers thinking Satan, thinking Lucifer. They got that raise at their job. They say, won't he do it? They ain't talking about the he you talking about, huh? They say, won't he do it? His he ain't like your he. But this motherfucker make more money than you. Your baby born with cancer. This motherfucker over here all right. The Buddhist. They all right, though. The monk somewhere in the woods somewhere. Just learning shit. I don't know why I always see monks in the woods punching trees. Eating rice. And punching trees. Like, I don't know what that is. It could be some old, that's childish as fuck. They out there just learning how to fly and shit. Levitate and all types of shit. I don't know why I see that. I'm sure it's because of the images that have been depicted into my mind about monks. But this motherfucker's doing shit all over the place, man. You telling me it's somebody out here checking motherfuckers? You won't show yourself to test my faith? That's a childish God. Yeah. You come talk to me on the humble. But that's a long form of what I believe. People ask me shit all the time, and it's a lot. It's like they ask me in comment section, want me to type it back. It's a lot, man. And I could go on about this. I'm gonna leave y'all the fuck alone, because I know, y'all ain't really, the attention span ain't where it need to be. Some of y'all need to pray about that. Some of y'all need to pray about your attention span. But I could go on. There's so many things that I observe in this life that lets me know that there is no spiritual, biblical, religious God. Y'all, these are stories that are made up. These are stories that are made up. If there is a so-called God, which I'm just going to put question marks, like 3 of them. 3 question marks may have created life. Everything else You don't know. You don't know. And that's all it is to it. Not just me. You too, really. You just think you know. Because that's how you was raised. And I get it because I used to think I know too. But I'm going to leave y'all the fuck alone. Hopefully this gives some clarity. This is the long form of what I believe, why I believe. Some of the logic into why I believe, what I believe. So I hope it explains some things to some people. And I'm comfortable with this. You know, this is the only thing that makes sense to me. Is that I don't know. That's the smartest position for me to be in. The most intelligent position is that I don't know. Based on my observations. Based on how sick motherfuckers are in this world. They're waking up every day sick. Just ready to go rape and murder and kill. Just sick. Waking up. It just don't make no sense. It just don't make no motherfucking sense. So I don't know. That's my answer. That's what I believe in, y'all. Hopefully you made it to this point in the video. I really appreciate you if you did. Share some of your beliefs, if you will, in the comment section. You can do that. I know some people, anytime I talk about this stuff, they're like, well, I still believe in God. I may not believe in religion, but I do believe in one God. Like, why? For what? I saw somebody come in on my other video. I believe in God and the devil. Like, you might as well just go ahead and take the whole thing, because you got the concepts from that book. Y'all don't even know what the motherfucker really want to be called. Y'all don't even know. But that's all the fuck I want to say. Shout out to Team Rob. Well, no, I'm jumping the gun. I'm jumping the motherfucking gun. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Hit that notification bell. Links to follow me on social media in the description box. Shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. I'm out.